In this drill we work on watching the ball using random mode. With random mode, students have no other choice than watching the ball because they can't settle into a rhythm. Using the random mode of the Squashcannon is a huge advantage when working on watching the ball. Set up the intervals so players don't always have sufficient time to fully recover back to the middle before the next ball is fed. This will force students to keep on working on the critical aspect of watching the ball when they recover back to the middle. Introduce the correct stance of how to watch the ball when on the tee. The hips should face more or less parallel to the front wall, allowing to move quickly to either side of the court. When waiting on the tee, your hips can be slightly turned to one side or the other, depending on your opponent's position, but should not face the sidewall. Turning your hips quickly to face the front wall again is particularly important if we hit the ball on a close stance. The main focus in this drill is for students to watch long enough and wait for the ball to leave the machine before reacting. Initially I have students hit a cross court, which is easier to keep the ball away from the students. However, it's not realistic. In a game, students would watch the ball to where it's sent, meaning straight down the wall in this example. This drill is a good setup to make players aware of how long they have to watch the ball. Once students are consistently watching the ball, coming out of the Squashcannon, quickly move to more realistic drills. Check out our example using the remote control.